Hi, this is Drew Taylor with Team Taylor DXP Realty coming to you with our outlook for the second half of 2022. So what does the rest of the year hold for the housing market? It's a great question. If you're thinking about buying or selling a home, it's an exciting decision to make. And anytime you're going to make a big decision like that, the one thing you should always consider is timing. So what does the rest of the year hold for the housing market? Well, here's what the experts have to say. The number of homes available for sale is likely to grow. There's also signs that the housing inventory is starting to grow, and experts say that this should continue in the months ahead. According to Daniel Hale, chief economist at Realtor.com, the gap between this year's homes for sale and last year's is 1/5 the size of it was at the beginning of the year. The catch-up is likely to continue growth, which means more options for shoppers than they have had in the past. Even though the inventory continues to lag behind pre-pandemic normal, as a buyer, having more options is welcoming news. Just remember, housing supply is still low, so be ready to act fast and put in your best offer up front. As a seller, your house may soon face more competition with other sellers listing their homes. But the good news is, if you're also buying your next home, having more options to choose from should make that move-up process easier. Mortgage rates will likely continue to respond to inflationary pressures. Experts also agree that inflation should continue to drive up mortgage rates, albeit more moderately. It's going to be very important in the coming months as a buyer to work with a trusted real estate professional, including a very trusted local lender, which we at Team Taylor would be more than happy to connect you with. The rising mortgage rate environment is going to impact buyers' purchasing power even more in the next 6 months, so it may make sense to go ahead and try to pull the trigger on something now before the cost increases over time. As a seller, rising mortgage rates are motivating homeowners to make a move up sooner rather than later. If you're planning to buy your next home, talk to one of our trusted real estate advisors here at Team Taylor, and we can help you decide whether or not making that move now as opposed to later is a wise decision. While home prices over the next 6 months are going to increase, as experts still say, while prices throughout the country have surged over the past 2 years, given the extremely low inventory, we're unlikely to see price declines, but appreciation is definitely going to continue to slow. That's according to several economists with the National Association of Realtors. What that means for you as a home buyer is that as prices increase and mortgage rates increase, it may make more sense for you to go ahead and pull the trigger and buy that next home as opposed to waiting down the line for something to come along and to see prices decrease, which they don't expect them to. As a seller, price appreciation is great news for the value of your home. Again, you need to lean on a local real estate professional to be able to advise you on what the best selling price will be for your house, as real estate is going to be even more local in the coming months than it has been over the last 2 years. The bottom line is, whether you're a home buyer or a home seller, you need to know what's happening in the housing market so you can make the most informed decision possible. Let's connect to discuss your goals and what lies ahead so you can pick your best time to make a move. As always, be sure and visit us at my new Birmingham home to consult with your Team Taylor agent so we can help you make the right decision on the timing of the market.